What's up, guys? Back again with another hitting strip video, this time on the EZT Hybrid. Before we start, check that out. I've gone full GS Pro fanboy with my official merch, just came in a couple weeks ago. Pretty cool. So we're talking EZT Hybrid today. EZT Hybrid is a turf manufactured by Synthetic Turf International. They are a huge synthetic turf dealer. They've got dealers all over the place, so it's possible that you may have a dealer close to you that you can buy this from. I bought mine online from simturf.com. EZT Hybrid always comes up as a recommendation whenever I look online from different reviews, Facebook, Reddit, etc. I knew that I was gonna definitely try it out, and I got it. So let's talk about what is EZT Hybrid. You know, you never know what to expect when you're looking online, what to get or what you're looking at, what you're actually gonna get. This is it. Okay, I was surprised, but also not really. It is literally just a piece of synthetic turf. Okay, came rolled up, unrolled it. It's got no different layers, no foam, no plastic, nothing fancy, literally just a piece of turf. And I think what is special about it is that they've just kind of got the right density in the fibers and the right length of the fibers, that it just turned out to kind of hit the sweet spot for a good hitting strip. You can see overall this thing is about 1 inch in height, and it is mostly all fiber. Okay, it's just got that, you know, whatever this is, solid backing, but most of this is synthetic fibers, which is what allows you to tee up a ball on it if you'd like. So now I, of course, dropped it into my Fiberbuilt mat and had a little bit of issue getting it to match up, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. So how does it feel? Super popular. How does it feel to hit on it? Now, in my opinion, when it comes to a realistic feeling, this is pretty high up there. And the reason for that, I think, is that you are hitting through these longer fibers. So whenever I step on it, you know, with my toe or the club head, it kind of looks and feels squishy. I'm squishing those fibers, and when you hit down and through the ball, you feel that squishiness, and it feels a little bit like hitting through real turf. I don't think any hitting mat is that realistic, but this one is close, okay? And now, personally, I felt like the fibers were a little bit too grabby for my liking, as far as grabbing hold of the club head as I'm hitting down and through, and that kind of scared me just a little bit with my existing elbow pain. And I know that there are a ton of people out there that are very happy with it, and you know, say that it's plenty soft, nothing wrong with it, and that's great. But everybody's swing is going to be different, and you know, if you pick the ball and you don't really take a divot, pretty much any mat's going to be just fine for you. But you know, I with the pitching wedge have about a 6 to 7 degree negative angle of attack, and you know, I want to feel something as I hit down on the ball. And so, you know, there is no cushion underneath. Now you could add your own if you wanted to add your own layer of of foam underneath to kind of soften the blow. But I feel like what I felt more was these fibers just kind of grabbing the club head a hair too long, and that kind of tweaks my outer elbow right here. Now I do have an existing injury that's been bugging me for a year now, and it's not on every golf swing, so I could have an entire session and feel like this was just fine, but there were a few that kind of gave me that feeling that scared me just a little bit. But there are a ton of people that would disagree with me on that and say it's plenty soft. Like I said, it is called Easy Tee, and you can tee up a golf ball just fine if that's what you want to do. That's important to a lot of people. If you don't have a hitting strip or hitting mat that you can use a real tee on, you just have to use something like this. These are burr tees. They're just little plastic cones. You can get these on Amazon, or Carl's Place has their version as well. But it does work with a real golf tee. So, how would the Easy Tee Hybrid fit within your own golf simulator? Like I said, I dropped this into my Fiberbuilt mat just for testing purposes. It did not fit perfectly. I ordered the 1 foot by 4 foot strip size. I didn't see before when I ordered it, but they do make a Fiberbuilt size that's 1 foot by 46.5, which would be the perfect size. The full 4 feet, I've got, an 1.5 inches that's sticking out the back that I could cut off if I wanted to, but I'm just testing it out, so I didn't care. The height is a little bit low for this, so I had to drop in a piece of 1/4 inch PVC to raise it up to the level of the stance mat. So just keep that in mind if you're wanting to drop it into a Fiberbuilt mat like this. Most people aren't going to do that. They are going to cut it into their simulator flooring. The Easy Tee Hybrid, I believe, is supposed to be about 1 1/8 inch tall, and that should line up well with 1 inch flooring. Now, one of the big benefits of the Easy Tee Hybrid being just a synthetic turf is that you can get it in almost any size. You can order just the hitting strip like I have here, or you can make it your full stance mat. So something like a 4x6 size, and it can be your full stance mat. One thing to keep in mind is that standing on it, it is a little bit squishy, a little bit soft. So if you do a lot of like Scotty Scheffler footwork, just keep that in mind that it might be a little funny. It might be a little bit, move a little bit too much as far as the squishiness on there. Now, another thing to keep in mind with having custom sizes is if you have a launch monitor like the Foresight GCQuad or the Unicore IXO, anything that has a pretty large hitting area, you can take advantage of that with a larger hitting mat, hitting strip. So I don't quote me on this, but I think the GCQuad hitting area is something like 14 inches by 18 inches. So, I've got a 12-inch wide strip here, but if I wanted to take full advantage, I could go, to like something 18 inches wide that would give me a lot more play as far as where the ball is. And with some of the other mats that I have tested, that actually was surprisingly very nice. So that is something you could do with the Easy Tee Hybrid is, get that perfect size for your launch monitor if you've got one that's got a larger area. Let's talk about price. So I mentioned this is the 1 foot by 4 foot size, and I paid $125 for it. The just as an example, since you can get them in all different sizes, but as an example, a 4 foot by 6 foot size is on sale at SimTurf for $399. I think normally it's $455. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. You know, if you go to a local dealer, maybe you'll get a different price, but you know, as far as things go, that's a little bit on the less expensive side compared to other full-size mat options that might be 4 by 6 and, you know, up in that $800 or more range. So definitely an inexpensive option, relatively speaking. That's about it as far as EZT Hybrid. Like I said, personally, I just got a little bit too much of that grabby feeling. So it scared me just a little bit, but there are a ton of people that love this as their option. What else can I say? If you have any questions on this, please leave them down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And always give me a like, subscribe, really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.